Here we are, Siemens 2000h. Let me present it. So we have two arms. So how does this arm come out? No? Let me show you. German engineering at its finest here. So what we do, he's a very bright boy, Louie, only ever have to show him once. So what we do with this is we push it in and then bring it up to a point either there or there. It's got two positions on it. That one, that's a fixed position, that one. That one just, yeah, but to open and close it, you're right. You do that. Anything else?
That bit looks like it opens up.
It does. That actually holds the cable for it.
Why do they make it so complicated?
Complicated? Well, that's a good word actually, complicated. It is quite complicated. So what that is, that's what we call a guide or a map. A guide or a map, and that shows us to show you what to do.
It's a reel. That's one of those things like that.
It's one of the 16mm reel.
It goes on to, and there's a big. What's that?
Looks like a worm. That, what, this part?
Yeah.
That's that. So it's showing you.
Sideways.
Yeah, so it's showing you, if you can imagine, showing you side on. So it's a map or a guide to show you how to thread the film through. Because if you remember.
I understand.
You do? Great. So you had two types of 16mm projector back in the day.
Oh, I think I know enough to put onto this.
What one do you think? Which reel? The one that's got film? Where do you think the reel that's got film goes on this projector?
That one, that thing.
Yeah, the one that's got the film on it. Which reel, which arm do you think it goes on?
Over here, because it looks like that one's pulling it in. So I think it's that one, and then because it goes across there into this part here, and then it.
Well, this takes two.
And it should be so it goes down there into there, and then it goes like that, and then it goes up here to this thing, and then you go like that, then you push it through there, over, round there, and go on to there, over, and then go through there.
Okay, so this is two reels. It has, let me show you, it takes an empty reel, which is what we call a take-up reel. You're not expected to know that, it's not a test. But this is a take-up, what they call a take-up spool.
No,
goes on this reel. This reel goes on this arm. Got it? And then what we do to lock this in, what we do to lock this in, because this one collects the film that's on the reel that has the film.
Oh, so I was right.
Well, yeah, sort of, but you thought the film went on this one that had the film. It doesn't. It goes on this arm.
Wait. Oh no, I just understand it. It's from that way round.
Okay.
Because that bit's like, yeah, it's from this way round, so it's showing you from this perspective, which way that's there and that's there.
Okay.
So that bit's there as well.
So watch this. So the take-up reel we have to lock on, because whilst it's light at the moment, when it's collecting the film that's being projected, it gets heavier and heavier, and if we don't lock it, because it spins around, it could fall off all over the floor, and we don't want that. So we lock it, and we lock it by lifting this and pushing that down, and that now secures the take-up reel. See, we'll make a 16mm projectionist of you yet, just like Grandad. So do you want to have a go at loading Home for Scarecrows? Sure. See what you think of that. Oh, now that's interesting. What's that?
The film.
It is the film. It's not on a reel, is it?
No.
Like we know. So, there's a conundrum. So this is on what we call a core, 16mm core. This is done like this for storage of film, generally. If you were going to longevity store film, then the professional way is to put it on a core and don't leave it on the reels. So this is a core, and we need another piece of apparatus like we've got in the studio over here, split reel, and it's a split reel that we would load that onto, but generally we wouldn't project off of a split reel. It's more for rewinding, storage, unwinding, you know, moving films around. Generally, if we're doing a projection, what we would do is we would come over to the rewind bench, and we would wind the film on the automatic film, on the auto clutch rewinder, to obviously get it over onto the reel, and then we would project it from the reel. You find that a lot with cinema film, 35mm film, etc. Like if they projected a 35mm film, when the projectionist will order in the feature, will come on multiple reels to make up the feature film, the 35mm, and then that would get spliced together on the big cinematic reel, ready for the production of the film. So we're not going to use that one for a moment. So what we'll do, if you put the lid back on Home for Scarecrows. Move that one out the way. That's perfect. Then we'll pick up, this one's on a reel already, 16mm. So do you want to have a go at popping that on the arm? Perfect. And we lock it on, that's it. And you've even done it the right way. Because when we're projecting film, we always take the film down from the outer edge. This will be the sprocket holes here, will be aligned with the sprocket holes on the projector.
Oh.
You got it?
Can I try it?
You think you've got it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Should it go through there or up here?
The picture shows, we click that open. See?
Try it.
That clicks open.
Can I try it?
Of course you can.
So. It just goes through here. How?
That goes through there. Well, the next thing we need to do, let's close that tab.
I can't, but that's... Oh! I know. Do we have to turn it on first to get some through?
Bingo! We do have to turn it on. This is where we go bang, hopefully not. No, we're still here. So then... Interesting. So we've got power, it's running, but we mustn't turn that on just yet. So we're going to have the GoPro going so that we can see a bit more of the camera. And Louie's going to actually load a 16mm film onto the projector. Take your time.
Does that one need to go up a little bit?
No, that's okay. Perfect. You see the wonderful Siemens manual load 2000h 16mm projector. It's Louie' first time doing it by himself. He's 11 years of age, guys. And this is all part of the thing that I want to do with the video. These videos is showing the younger generation how things used to be. Pretty cool, eh, Lou?
Mm. That's the right way around, right?
Certainly is. So we have the sprocket holes facing towards us. So this particular projector has an inching knob, and what that does is it gives you an element of control when you're loading the film up through the spindles and the system before the projection. Louie's following the map. We can see when we press the inching knob, it releases a bit more film through the system so that we can load it up.
How do I go back?
How do you go back? Why do you need to go back?
Don't worry.
Use the inching knob to get a bit more film out to play with.
No, not really play with, but...
What an intricate procedure. How easy it is today when we just sit on YouTube and our videos just play for us. This is a time. This is how we were back in the day. This really is old versus new. Makes a change from filming the school plays that I've had to do. That's on the GoPro. So we want to have a little bit of a loop there. Do you want to close the gate off? That's it. Look, right the way.
I need to get the things in it. Is that alright if I don't?
That's it. That's fine. That's perfect. You got a bit more.
How do I?
We're creating a bit more of a loop there, aren't we?
I know. This hasn't gone through properly. It needs to be
Right. Let's have a look.
Yep, I realised what I've done. I forgot to close the gate. Is that good?
How are we looking?
Is that good? Is that tight enough?
Yep, perfect. that needs to come underneath that end one, do you remember?
Oh yeah.
Like everything, when it's new, it all takes time, but when you do constant threading of projectors, that's it, that's enough. When you do constant threading of projectors, like everything, it just becomes second nature.
Is that good?
It's brilliant. You can wind that, it won't break it. Wind it up. You can use the inching knob to tighten the whole thing up. That'll do, because we see where it's getting clear now.
Yeah.
We're starting to come into the start of the film. To push down,
And then to there.
that just runs it, the film. And then we come to here, when we come to this section, we push in and twist it. That then lights the bulb.
There.
See what it does?
So you go to there.
So push the button in and then twist it round to the right. And once more. There we go. The bulb's lit up. Let that pop in. And we come on to rewind. That's alright. So there we have it, guys. That's the end of part 2 of the video of Louie learning the 16mm film projection. Do you reckon you could do it again in the future? Or do you know what to do now? You would. You followed the guide, you know what you're doing. You've loaded that really well. The film's nice and tight on there. So yeah, so it's a goodbye from Si at the Cine Film Factory. Yeah, we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Got other things, informative things coming up about film and projections. So yeah, be sure to like, subscribe and follow all our social media channels. And peace out from me, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.